wasn't so great.
Did it!
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Time to retreat.
Let's move. Let's keep moving. Not what I had in mind.
Okay.
Okay. Keep it up, everyone.
My turn. All right.
Leave it to me.
Leave this to me. My turn. Okay.
Leave this to me.
My turn.
Behold the light.
I'll handle it. My turn.
Let's move. Sit.
Right. Sorry, can you handle this?
All right, let's get this started. Bring in the thunder.
Leave this to me. Leave this to me. Zero sword.
Got you.
Okay. Now.
Let's move. That's that. Let's keep moving. Right. 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 Right.
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Keep it up. This ain't half bad.
I've thought long and hard about it, and I think a path of our own, separate from
A third way? I do agree.
True. We might be military academies.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly. We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
No doubt. We've all seen how if we use him right, we can intervene in the wars.
They're quite literal, however. His potential.
What are we gonna do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do, and different things that we have to do.
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen, whether it's alone or with you guys.
There's no way you'll be alone for that. I'm concerned about Dad, too. What with...
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see...
For me, it's a huge relief to see you're alright, Sharon, but Mother's still on.
I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort.
And I have no idea where Father's been for. I'm certain he must be well, but all the same.
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more...
Although, suffice...
That goes for Xena. They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying.
That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, just as the warriors, I'm determined to fight.
Oh, same! I can back him up, right?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of, but I fully intend to...
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah.
I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me. You're going to need to decide on resolving to find a third way as a start, but only a start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all.
Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep...
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people, and with as many people...
And we're limited on how...
Oh,
But we're also just as limited on...
An astute point. The noble...
In the end,
Indeed.
there's gotta be some...
Yeah. The best thing we can do now...
Well, doesn't this... Mind if I...
What in the world?
It couldn't be...
Vita?
It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite. The goddess was on your...
Cut the crap. Have you been listening in all this?
Where are you?
I'm not far...
That sounds just...
Is that...
It's coming from above us!
Isn't that the...
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
But why now?
Why?
Vita!
Vita! Yes, I am here, in the flesh. I wouldn't want to keep our guest up...
The Azure Knight. Crow.
time. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but you ready to have some...
Is that really you?
There's no doubt about it.
See, you did.
Come on!
Right! Heed my call! Valimar!
Acknowledged.
I'm not gonna lose this time! Because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome. So lend me your power!
Very well.
You've really taken to... I was hoping you would. And you didn't let... But potential is only that. Potential.
This is bad.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos.
I see the purple lightning has...
Xeno.
Zephyr!
And a few members of Ouroboros, too.
And look, Sammy's here too!
Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful
You've proven to be rather formidable.
Rufus!
I'm pleased to see you all again. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home, so you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices, even if those choices place you in my line of fire.
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops.
Reen, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle to fight.
Are you sure?
We're in for a real brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle on the...
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
Wait, Sharon!
I know they're all strong, but...
Well, what do you say we get started?
Here he comes!
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I... It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as...
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from me. And now that I've done all that,
No, I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact...
That's enough, Crow!
Do they really stand a chance?
Well, they're putting up a good fight so far, but... Yeah, it's not looking they're outnumbered, for one thing.
Then it's time we lent them our aid.
Agreed! Weapons at the ready, guys!
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are.
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I'll let you make the first. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, Eustace.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing. We'll need to put all we have into this battle to even stand a chance against him.
I would have it no... Leave this to me!
I'll handle this. Now's our
Leave it to me! It's my turn! Listen to my song and you have my face!
Okay. Good luck. Come on, Lammy!
Leave this to me!
Right. Listen to my song and you have my face! I'm strong, everyone.
Yes, sir! That's for you!
You have my face.
I gotcha! This might be bad. That's for you!
Thanks.
My turn. Behold the light! I'm strong, everyone.
Show me, stick in.
I'm done for.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining diversion. But you'd do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to best me.
How is he so strong?
You didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Are you guys okay?
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Green.
All right, bring it on! It's time to settle this, Crow! Bring it on! You wasting your time! You can handle this?
This is bad.
Bring it on! Darkness, Let's go! Gotcha! Think you can handle this?
This is
Bring it on! Gotcha! Gotcha!
hang in there.
Settled enough for you?
You didn't even bother to use that trump card.
He wasn't even trying last time, then was he?
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even... And that green perfectly illustrates just how... But you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more.
I see the battle here has come to...
Hey, Via.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything was still. It just goes to
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time, but we've caused... Finestrum Phantasma window.
My apologies for not coming down to... You know who I am,
Duke Kai.
So even the big guy...
I must say, when I saw you... But I... Duke Albaret...
Never would have
Lisa's mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell—
Don't be silly. Rean Schwarzer. Perhaps the method was a touch.
With me?
I wish to invite you. And so I thought it would be about the past.
Are you suggesting?
You want Rean to join the—
Should you accept my invitation? Furthermore, a fine proper—
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
Don't be an idiot. This is clearly a trap.
A trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. Valimar, transport Celine back outside.
Are you certain?
Now hold it.
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, and I'm sure we can do it again, too. So just wait with Emma for now. Valimar, if you would.
Very well.
Look, wait!
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once again. But remember this. You're an Alberea. I want you to prove that the convictions you—
Wait!
Lord Rufus!
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Rean for a short while. There's nothing to worry about. I'm a busy man these days.
Rean! We all finally got back together, too. Why?
Sorry, but I'll be back, so stay—
Master Rean!
Rean!
So this is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close. It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room. Although, I guess we did meet back in Legram before—
Rean Schwarzer. Truth be told, we don't want this war to drag on. We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed. He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn misused that trust. He flagrantly Surely you
Well, I can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were, about the way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating
But as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone. Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more. The key to this bright future lies in putting aside our differences and joining hands. Am I wrong?
I'm afraid that yes, you are. Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of— And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress. After all that, the Imperial Army would never bow their heads to the likes of you, even if the rest of the population did.
My word! I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. But that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us. The Azure Knight is already on our side. That would mean we'd have two of the— Couple them with our Panzer Soldats. You may not find us winning the war ideal.
I don't think it's that simple.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes it tremendous. What they may lack in firepower and— But more important than even though—
Well—
We're only human. As such, we are as and if that holds true, it will be all the more true.
Can't argue with that logic.
I will say it once more, and with his death, all that's left to be done, only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy—
Are you
Whatever you ultimately decide, their safety is guaranteed. I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
Rufus.
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still sit on Thor's board of directors, and in that capacity, I suggest you consider carefully the choice. After all, every soldier must decide for himself. I look forward to hearing your answer.
All that's left to be done is only then. That includes both—
I suggest you consider after all, every soul— I look forward to—
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far. But the longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. If I join them, I could reduce the— No, this isn't that simple. Think, Rean. I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Alphen are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
Keep racking your brain like that and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
What do you want?
Hey now, no need to give me that look. I figured I was gonna find you busy thinking everything over like your life depended on it. And what do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business? And don't you have better things to do with your time? I figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out around here.
It's tough being popular. If you joined us, I could get away with doing half the work I am now. So come on, stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. And besides, it'd probably be an easier choice if not for a certain someone. What's that in your hand, anyway?
Grub, of course. Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind if I join you?
Hamburgers, fries, and onion rings, huh? I was expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing? Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
Cool. Alright, dig in.
This tastes kinda different from... Oh, no wonder. It's got whitefish in it.
Yeah, they're called fish burgers. Pretty good, right?
Yeah. The tartar sauce makes for an unusual... Well, I like this way more than the...
Well, glad to hear. Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test.
Wait, you made this?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though. But I wanted to give it a shot anyway. This stuff was like soul food back in Jirai, where I grew up.
Oh.
To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust.
Oh, yeah. Vita was using some weird thing of hers to let you see what was going on, wasn't she? So I guess you saw what happened there.
Yeah. Jirai was that special economic zone in the northwest you guys went to during our August field study, too.
We didn't run into anything like that in the Jirai Special Economic Zone. Though, I guess that makes sense seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble.
I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago. Is...
So you ended up going back to your old hometown then?
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate... Oh, tell me, Crow. Please, I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jirai was, and what you were doing before...
Where's the fun in prying into... Save all that talk for your number one in class. Who's the lucky girl anyway? Elisa? Laura? Emma? And don't tell me it's Milliam, because, you know...
I'm serious. Think of telling me your past is paying off the interest, because until I know...
You're really serious.
Crow?
My past really isn't that big of a deal, you know. It's got nothing on yours, that's for sure. If you find yourself thinking that's all when I'm done, so, you...
Yeah. Nothing, please.
Alright? Like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill sob story. Pick up any history textbook and you'll probably find a dozen others just like it. It's the kind of story that's so common no one bothers to remember it. Like... Back in those days, Jirai was known as Jirai City. It was a city-state off the coast of northwest Zemuria that prospered through maritime trade with West Erebonia, Northumbria, and Remiferia. It had a population of around 150,000 people, so it wasn't exactly a big place or anything. Because of that, the surrounding nations left it alone and let us live out our days in peace. We were pretty fortunate, all things considered, until about 20 years ago. That was when the Northumbrian disaster struck, and much of the Principality of Northumbria was turned to salt. And as a result, trade on the Northwest Shore was reduced to virtually nothing. Day after day, Jirai's prosperity started to fade away. Still, it wasn't all bad. We had our fishing, our historic landmarks, our septium mines. We could make use of those to get trade going again, both to keep our state running and to help out Northumbria. In fact, the one who advocated that approach was the mayor, my grandfather. He was the last mayor Jirai City ever had. He was a stubborn old bastard, but he had this wry sense of humor. I lost my mom and dad early, so he was also my only living relative. He taught me just about everything a guy could know. He was like a mom, dad, and your old master rolled into one, I guess. Anyway, fast forward to 10 years ago. Out of nowhere, we received this. They said they wanted to extend a railway line from. We relied on the sea for trade before, but there wasn't any reason to believe we couldn't benefit from being. The proposal drew overwhelming support from the city's council. Within a year, the city had all of its old life back and then some. The streets were more bustling than ever. But keep in mind, this was the result of huge amounts of imperial capital flowing into the city. Land and buildings we once treasured were bought up left and right. Something similar supposedly happened in Crossbell too, but my grandfather sensed something was off. And then one day, someone blew up the railway line. Everyone demanded that it be repaired as quickly as possible. Instead, they panned our national security arrangements for being insufficient and threatened to withdraw. The city was left in an uproar like we'd never seen. Shares plummeted, and with no one able to ascertain the culprits, that was when he showed up. Chancellor Gileath Osborne, in his third year as representative of we then received a second
The restoration of the railway and its future security will be in return for our continued assistance and attain even greater prosperity as a special economic zone.
The timing was too good to be true, really. Realizing this, my grandfather staunchly opposed the idea. Unfortunately, once you taste the sweet fruit of prosperity, the council, made up of influential merchants and all their greed, and tempted by the elimination of customs, together with the tax breaks from being an SEZ, and during all that, they'd conveniently found my grandfather. He loved Jirai more than anyone, and yet virtually overnight, he found himself facing the wrath of. Left with no choice, he resigned from his position as mayor, and Jirai. Both of these things happened on the same exact. That was 8 years ago. Naturally, everyone knew my grandfather wasn't the one who did it. They knew who was really. They just turned a blind. See, I warned.
I don't know what to say. What happened to him after that?
One day, he just up and died. Once he resigned, the whole affair with the railway getting blown up, he lived comfortably in retirement for about half a year, fell ill, and he just lost the will to go on, I guess. Like I said, he was the only family I had. I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by. That was when I met old Cayenne, who happily indulged my hatred for the Chancellor. And with his financial backing, I went out with the goal to find others who were just like me. That was the beginning of the Imperial Liberation Front. Gideon, Scarlet, and Vulcan were among those I recruited. I had also met Vita then. I only knew her as the woman who would often come to see Cayenne. She guided me to a place below the city of Ordis, and there slept the Azure Knight Ordine. One after another, I overcame the same trials you did with your friends, but alone. And once I'd proven myself worthy, Ordine accepted me as his awakener. That was 3 years ago. I was 16. My preparations complete, I concealed my background and enrolled in a military academy near the capital. Everything I did for the sole purpose of taking the Chancellor's head. Come on now, what's with the face? You look sadder about all this than I do.
Yeah, I guess.
I swear. I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything.
What?
Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather. And he may have lost, but Pop's always... I'd say it's fairly normal for a student.
Maybe.
At the end of the day, there's no denying this country has problems, and the Chancellor's methods were making them worse. I studied those problems, worked out how to use the situation to my advantage, but when you think of how peaceful Jirai is now, I'd say I've got a duty to clear up the mess. So it's only when that's done that my game is truly over. I don't want whatever your decision is to be influenced by my past. Like Rufus said, you need it for you.
Yeah, but...
Anyway, I think I've stuck around here for long enough. You're going to be treated as a visitor. Well, it's about time for the higher-ups to head back to Heimdall, so go ahead and pass the time however you want.
However I want?
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, you just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan. So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this I think she'd perk right up if she saw you. Just don't go making your girl jealous.
I wonder who he said she's in the Well, I can't waste much time. Right now, I need to gather as much information. I can make my choice after. I can sense someone in.
Huh? Soap!
That sounds like. Excuse me.
Oh, it's you. You finished talking with C?
His name's Crow, and he's never going to be anything else for me.
Oh, I know to us. He's always... That's our leader. He might be young, but each and every one of us look up... Anyway, got a whole lot of questions, I bet.
Does you asking that mean... Just out of curiosity, how many members does the Imperial Lib... I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously.
Sure was. We lost most of our members as soon as the...
Oh. Is that because the group's primary...
Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have any reason for... Can't say I blame him for...
Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the... Are the members who haven't left...
Can't speak for the others, but me... I don't really care how this war goes. I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war. And teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soldiers. If we disband, I'll find myself something else.
I see. I can't defend the assassination, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband.
Being oddly nice to us.
The cycle of hatred's gone on for... Crimes you've committed will never vanish, but no one wants... It's not as though you guys want...
That's enough of the niceties. You've got time to worry about us. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance, you've got a tough road ahead. Make sure to think long and if we end up as enemies on the battlefield.
Excuse me.
Think I might have been too harsh on the kid. Still... Yeah. He's probably perfect.
He saw right through me. He's not wrong, though. I should be worried. He seemed kind of different, though. His sole objective in life seemed to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps kill. Maybe he's just not sure what to do with it. I can sense, and judging by...
Come on in.
Excuse me.
Hello there, love. I'd heard you came on board yesterday. So
Hello, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was a month...
Quite a memorable day for... There's no need to stand up, Alporus.
You... Well, I guess there's no harm.
These tea leaves really are only the best for the airship of Erebonia.
I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea. You're right, though. It makes sense.
Oh? Your father is...
He might be a noble, but generally barons aren't all that wealthy. We live a relatively modest...
I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family...
And Scarlet, I heard she lost her old hometown when he went and built a railway through it.
What kind of family did you come from?
Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you're wondering. They were just relatively wealthy farmers. We were almost local celebrities in a way.
Oh.
You're what it's written all...
Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I heard that you lost your home...
Oh, no, I suppose it must have been...
So...
Some things are best left up. It's not as if knowing would...
I suppose.
You're so adorable, Reen. What do you say? How about you come and fight with me and the other big girl?
Anyway, it wasn't just made with high-quality leaves. Actually, I may as well... Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway?
Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria.
The Arteria? Where the high seat of the Septian Church is?
That's the one. It's called a Templar sword, and it's a traditional weapon in the church. A few years ago, I was studying to be a sister and was trained...
Surely you must be talking about... You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church who you...
There are more things in this world Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to...
Oh?
Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to... And if you choose not to join...
She ended up being a lot friendlier than I wonder how much of what she was saying... She seemed to really hate the Chancellor. I wonder what she intends to do now that...
Good day to you, Range.
What the? You're the... You sure look... Come...
Ha ha! Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a guest on this ship as the furnishings are immaculate. And I am of the firm belief that it's wasteful. Ah, and speaking of opportunities, don't just stand there. Take a seat and join me in having a drink. You've been blessed with the rare chance to sit and chat one-on-one.
I can't believe that's how you describe... Well, what the hell? I'll have it. Nothing alcoholic. Funny. I didn't realize you'd met Prince Olivert.
Ha! Indeed. There are few even among royals whose palate is so refined. Between our shared love of beauty, he forever remains an endless source of entertainment.
I suddenly feel very... What happened down in Liberl sounds pretty amazing, though. I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia.
Ha ha! That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, it would have changed your...
It really does. Wait, why am I sitting here? He has so many interesting and unusual...
Ha ha! A thief of my caliber can steal much more than there. I was able to steal much of... Perhaps I stole...
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know... Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting again.
Ha ha! I imagine Duke Kyan. To my knowledge, he was always wary of the But I digress. I'm afraid, however, I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding...
So the Courageous is missing too, then. Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Olivert to side with him at...
But think. The War of the Lions, Emperor Dreichels... I wonder...
One of which is to bring the winds of... I'll admit, we believed then.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war.
Oh?
Sorry, but I should be going. Thanks for all the interesting stories. They help.
Ha ha! I will be waiting at the edge of my seat, naturally. But I'm even more...
I doubt it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Anyway... I wonder who's in here.
We got a visitor?
Come on in.
Excuse me.
Figured it.
Have a seat. Bourbon?
Yeah, How come you guys are being so... I mean, we're on a...
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day than sitting in a bar.
Of course. If you would rather fight with us...
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking...
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. He seems to think pretty highly of you.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure. Well, they're used to taking out tanks.
Ranking 72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students. Brings a tear to my eye to see our little.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates, too. The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she...
You got that right. Maybe joining the gardening club will make her a bit more ladylike. Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has plenty...
They really seem to adore... And yet... If you don't mind me asking, why did... After your boss was killed in a battle...
Oh, Fee told you. It sounds like you're closer to her.
I trust this is simply... But you haven't tried making any moves on her, have you?
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family.
Well, we had our reasons. Let's leave it at that. I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
We'll be sure to tell Fee our... Until then.
All right. Still, she's our classmate. We feel that way about her. I want to be...
Fighting.
Still, returning to the matter at hand.
Come on, spit it out.
They really are like two overprotective. I was hoping to get a bit more out of them. All we did was talk about Fee the whole time. Oh, at least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really cared about her.
Having to travel to and from... No, I mustn't complain.
She said...
Wait!
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros.
Have you no shame? You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other.
Actually, I just walked through the... I should have probably...
So, now that we're understood, have you come to tell me?
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own, but I'm simply cooperating.
Plan? Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the 7th, not the 2nd. She's the leader of the Stahlritter. Gallant yet beautiful. She's the strongest.
Well, you've made it. So the head of the Stahlritter is also.
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of yours. No, 1,000.
Okay, I get it. Still, if she's a woman who could. Laura already noticed the similarity between.
Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that if you didn't come to tell me that you'll be as such.
Yeah, sorry for Bob. Actually, there was. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or shit. Is there any reason for.
You just have. Enforcers are selected by the society's leader. And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness. But just so we're clear, there is no...
I didn't say you weren't, but it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any... You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to... Now get the...
She chased me out. I'm really curious about this. Could she really have some... Perhaps even with the woman who helped us to... I can sense... What the...
Oh, it's you. Forgot you were staying here too.
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined...
Oh, I didn't come here...
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
So, what do you...
When we ran into each other back near... Something about being...
Oh.
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant, but what did...
Don't know if I can even explain that. It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different. It's kinda hard to...
I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but...
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not and I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So it's just a totally unnatural...
Yeah, something that just gives you results. You've got one too.
Well, true. That power, I don't even know where the...
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed, something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where... Sure you've got more
No, it's okay. I feel like I understand myself.
So...
Yeah, Oh yeah, so how much of you is...
Me? All of me.
His circumstances... Guess all I can do is remember what... I'm sure one day I'll... One day. circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people... Huh? It's open. It's empty. Weird. Oh. Looking at her lying down like this, maybe 12? How did a kid...
Lord, who's calling?
Is she talking?
Situation assessed. Location is a room inside. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Wait.
Huh?
Good...
Reen Schwarzer. Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was...
Oh, sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping...
So you're an intruder. Clown
No, it... Whoa! Can we at least talk?
No mercy for trespass. So you claim to have no
Not claim! I really didn't!
But once you walked in, you fell victim to...
No! How many times do I have to explain what happened?
I was making a joke. Had you any intention of harming me?
Oh. Then what was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time.
If that's what you want to... You didn't come to ask me?
Well, no. Honestly, I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a puppet just like Milliams? Just who are you?
The answer to your first question is, as all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable... And as for the last one, I am unable to...
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister in the and it's not something I think I... Sorry. I can't pretend to know anything about it, but I do know that you didn't abduct them. Anyway, with that said, maybe we'll have a chance...
The Black Workshop.
What?
That's the name of the place I belong. It was they who loaned me to the Noble. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able...
The name doesn't ring and loaned. I suppose it's not about... Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind...
No. The Black Workshop sounds like stuff... This should be the guest of honor. Time to see who's inside.
Yes?
That sounds like... Excuse me. I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope.
It's
It's really, really you!
Your Highness.
Please don't.
I'm so glad. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of...
You must. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
You must have been really... I'm here for you now, though, but I'm not going...
So that's what you've been doing?
Yeah, but then yesterday, that's why I'm here.
I do recall thinking After all...
Sorry. Incidentally...
You want to know where Elise... She's not on this ship. I can't say for sure. But I believe she's been taken...
Really?
I'm sure it isn't news to you that my mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned. And apparently, they've chosen Elise to be my family's attendant. So it's likely wherever they've been
Really? I'm not sure whether to... But why were you alone in prison? Surely there must be some reason.
That was Duke Cayenne. I believe he's using me by having me address the people.
Forgive me for saying so, but that...
I don't especially. People all across here.
But at the expense of your... I know you want to help, but you can't be happy. Plus, you've been forcibly...
Yes. Oh, why even bother? Anyway, but I presume you don't intend to actually...
Well... I'm really... The longer this war goes on, the more people... But even so, I don't feel as though side... And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with...
I see.
There's so much to think. And then Elise is in prison.
That wasn't your fault.
Ever since I was taken in, but I've tried to be a brother. I became the person I am today because of that. They've always loved me like they would a real son. You saw that power of mine, didn't you?
Well...
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. She should have been terrified of me. But if she was, she never once let it show. And that was when I swore, no matter what happened. And that's why I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to them, even if I have to ignore or...
As your honorary little sister?
What? Your Highness.
I know Elise far better than you think I do. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you. Reen, she told me about how she told me... And she even told me because it meant that and she knew... She may have had other reasons for choosing, but her main reason, more than anything... You should know, when you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward... She felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too. So please, Reen. Please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war. Because I know for a fact, she wants you, of all people, to carve your own path and find true happiness.
How could I have been so blind? All this time, and that's not all my friends. I think I finally understand what I've been lacking. I was so focused on trying to protect others, trying to support me, just like I. How did I not realize before now? I'm sorry, Master. I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon. But better to realize late than because now I finally.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. And I'm so. I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmate.
A pity, but take care of yourself, Reed, no matter what it. Why are you shaking?
I said it's time. There's no way I'm leaving. I will get the two of us.
Right! So, do you have an...
Valimar, the Ashen Knight, is on. He's chained up there. But if we can get to him first, though, we need to.
Alright then. Elise is going to be...
Anyway. There are a lot of very strong people here, so try to keep your voice down.
Not to worry.
Thought so. It's a vent.
Well, that's convenient. Might it lead to somewhere else on...
Most likely. I can't very well ask a prince.
Nonsense, Reen. Of course you...
But it's going to be all dark inside.
A little bit of darkness and dirt. I had to travel through some fairly narrow underground passages when escaping from Heimdall, alright? How about...
No, definitely... Well... You'd think a princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress.
It's not dirty at all in here.
Maybe it's because the ship's newly built?
Oh! There's a corner!
We must be past the guest area then.
It's like I've stepped... What is it?
Soldiers are coming this way. Keep it...
It's pretty nerve... I just wish I could get to see... Oh.
What? Too late! Now's our chance. Here I go! My turn! Too slow!
Right! Arcus,
let's move! Here I go! There! turn. Now's our chance. My turn.
Right.
Thanks. My turn.
Gladly. Arcus, activate.
Thanks. Here I go. There. Too slow.
Right.
Let's move. There. Now's our chance. Thanks. My turn. There.
Gladly.
Thanks. Let's move. Sit.
Right.
Thanks. Here I go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Oh, they're strong.
Are you all right, your hun?
Yes, I'm fine. Let's be going.
Good. I'll... Let's move. Yeah.
It's my turn. Huh.
My turn. Yeah.
Right. Arcus,
Let's move. Arcus, activate. Yeah. We'll cut our own.
Are they mechanical monsters?
They're called archaisms.
Escaping through the windows would be an option.
Probably not. We'll have to do this the long way. Sit!
Good luck, Green!
Here I go! Yeah!
Have a nice day!
There they are! Recover the...
Whew!
2 soldiers, 1 military. Stay back.
Right! Good luck, Green!
Here I go! Yeah!
Gladly!
Thanks! Here I go! There! Now! Your Highness! Too slow! Here I go!
Right!
My turn! There!
Careless!
Too slow!
Gladly! Arcus,
Here I go!
activate!
There!
turn. Now's our chance. My turn. That's pretty good. Here I go. There!
Gladly! That wraps things up in it.
I'm shocked how skilled you are with arts.
You are? You're so sweet.
Let's move. Let's keep moving.
Oh, look! A staircase!
Hopefully this will lead to the deck. How did you get ahead of us?
But not even.
You're a bull.
I wasn't expecting to run into either of you on the way. You guys aren't called the Phantom Thief and...
Trying to
You should.
I'm not being stolen by, if anything, I was the one who whispered sweet nothings into him.
Oh my! You've no doubt taken after your brother.
I'd like to believe that I'm not quite the oddball. I couldn't agree more with his belief that
Really?
They're actually hitting it off.
I think that's enough. You're an enforcer, Blue Blanc.
Still, you're... I find...
You may think you're...
Are you...
I'll be fine. The gap in skill between us is small enough that I should be able...
Oh?
Small? Then allow me to make you realize your folly and pay for your arrogance.
The one being foolish and arrogant...
Green?
I owe me being able to do this to you, Your Highness, now.
Could this be...
8 leaves, 1 blade sword. I, Rain Schwartz...
My minions!
Yeah! My turn! Gather on my blade! Here we go! Let's move! There! I won't give up! Yeah! Let's move! Here I go!
Have someone eat?
How can this be happening? What is he?
Ha ha ha! Splendid! Simply splendid! So you finally conquered your power and made it your own, did you?
Green!
Forgive me, Your Highness.
What?
Goodness!
Wait just a...
Whoa, what's going on here?
I don't know, but I don't think it's worth us chasing after them.
We'll make our way directly to the deck. Are you alright, Your Highness?
Yes! My heart just...
That doesn't sound...
Come on, it's now...
You're here too!
You got some, but you ain't getting past...
Zephyr's guard shall not...
Looks like he's picked up a few tricks from our feet.
The targets have broken our line of defense.
I'm sorry about that, Your Highness.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Of course.
Targets in sight. My suspicions outlining you as an...
Can you not make me out to be some kind of pervert all the time?
Target lost. I may have underestimated you, Green Schwartz, in more ways than one.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I didn't really have any choice.
I know you didn't, but she seemed even... Could you read?
Try not to pay any attention to what she says. There's the exit.
Don't change the subject. That's the ash... Isn't that... Crow!
Huh. So that's how it manifests for you.
You finally mastered that power you got, huh? Still, you're one minute you're down in the dumps, the next...
Well, I can't deny it, but she wasn't the only one.
Come on.
Can't say I'm not curious, but I think you get priority.
Yeah, let me have this one.
Your Highness.
All right.
This is your first time fighting me with our divine knights. I come. But let's see who wins when it.
Sounds good. You managed to win against 3 of us at once in the catacombs. But it's just you and me now. And this...
Go ahead.
Let's move. Bam! Let's move. Marcus. Yeah! Let's move. Here we go. My turn. Yeah! Let's move. Here we go. Marcus, activate. My turn. Here we go. My turn.
Not bad.
Let's move. Let's move. Yeah! Let's move. Let's move. I'm not done yet. Yeah! My turn. Here we go. My turn. My turn. Let's move.
Damn.
That's what I can really do.
Huh. You actually did it. I sure wasn't expecting you to beat me.
You fought pretty well yourself. Couldn't have been easy the last.
Rean!
Why did this have to? Guess your luck ran.
We finally caught up to you.
Well, aren't you?
But I think you may have been slightly...
That wasn't a bad fight, even if you lost.
You're high. Hey, don't be too rough with. Look sharp.
Crimson.
What are you all?
Sorry for the wait, Rean.
Yo! We're here to save the day!
You caught us all off guard.
So this time
We meet again, Severine Che.
She brought more than that.
We couldn't ask for a more than present.
Here it comes.
Your lordship.
Uncle Victor!
It's good to see you again, Rean. And it relieves me to see you're not...
Reading.
Huh. You're strong.
That's quite the nod, coming from the blazing deep. I can see now why you're considered one of... and why some even claim you to be the...
Well, I know who I'm gonna be.
Don't you go forgetting about...
You're all here too?
Are you okay, Rean?
looks like we've landed in the middle of...
Not a moment too soon.
You came!
Glad to see you're all right.
You certainly seem to have kept yourself busy. Enjoying your scandalous elopement with Rean, are you?
They gave it me. You guys were having that much fun, huh?
And with our princess, Rean?
To think we were so worried about...
You're not supposed to take it literally.
So this is what you threw me out of Valum. Crow.
It feels like it's been ages.
You're looking...
I'm hanging in there. Sure wasn't expecting all of you to show up, though.
That is the... I'd roughly estimate...
Yeah? Oh, that doesn't sound like much fun at all. Let's say we just forego the fighting and have our... I'll bring the booze.
Ah! No! Can't. This is getting us nowhere. Look who decided to show up.
Krianos.
Welcome aboard the Pantagruel, Emma. Your overall ability as a witch might still be lacking, but that transportation spell was exceptional. I must apologize for the untimely intrusion. As displeased as a few of you might be by the idea, I think it best if we let one another peacefully go our separate ways this time. I'll be the one who bears the brunt of Duke Cayenne's anger.
Vida.
It's not our place to
Whatever.
Okay. See ya, Fee.
Next time we meet.
Yep, I know. I expect we will have multiple
Well, catch you later.
Or not. You do know that no one likes your stupid pranks, right?
Tut! It's a shit. I could wax eloquent about beauty till I...
Next time we meet.
Well, I certainly have.
You seem to bear some manner of ill will against my household. But should we be granted the opportunity...
Yes, well.
Guess that wraps things up for now. You've definitely grown, but you've still got plenty of room, so unless you're up for another beatdown...
Yeah. Oh. And you were the one who told Toval where I was, right?
2 days ago, they gave me this Oh, now that you mention it, I did think he sounded...
Damn. Looks...
You really did?
Oh, Crow. There's no shame in admitting...
And if I might be so bold as to offer a word, get Valimar a better sword. One like yours. If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leaves training...
Correct choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting of the Awakener is both.
I can't pretend to know much about this.
He's right. Eastern blades like my Tachi are the heart and Alright. And when I've got myself one, the Academy, and even you, Crow.
If that's how... I'd like to see you try.
Full speed ahead!
Commence retreat from this airspace!
If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity.
Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you.
Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not...
I hear the awaker.
Looks like he went to sleep.
So, this is... I've heard all manner of...
I can't possibly be... I don't know what I would have done. And that goes for... Thanks for coming to Red.
Just don't scare us like that again.
True. You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, so funny enough.
Look at you, acting mature.
I'd like to follow Reen's lead. And, dear brother, though I never...
We did. My only regret...
Oh, man!
Well, it's probably not...
Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for...
Well, at the very... And given this opportunity... But first, I think we have...
Reen!
Toa! George! I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel, so
you...
Whoa!
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were... We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I? Sorry, Toa. But I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted, and it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh. You promised me. And then there was the... You said that next... We still...
See? Reen's a... Nice to see you're holding up okay. Still can't believe you made it through all that fighting in Trista in one piece, but... Well, here you are.
Good to see you again, George. But how'd you two end up on the Courageous to begin with?
We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting. There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there. The Courageous began its independent operations right before Heimdall was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
shudder to think what have you been doing since then,
Eventually, we were able to shake off, and we've been traveling around the country ever since.
George and I haven't been here. The principal managed to get in touch with...
He did?
I hope he's... By the way, what happened to Major Vander? You two are always joined at the hip.
Alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th... They're working with your former instructor, Major...
With him too? So he's over in the west...
I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easy.
Oh, right. Dead... Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Higharm Sutherland Province. Along with Duke Kai, the fighting there would no doubt be...
Correct. But the Noble Alliance forces, on top of that...
That's...
Heard as much, but it still pisses me.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Division, one can only assume...
Yeah, but they're not stupid.
It's too early to call...
An astute assessment.
Right. But that means we're uncertain what... And having said... We have a question to pose to all... With the whole of the Empire, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on...
Us? We were in the midst of discussing that when Rean was
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian, no one here is delusional. Still, during our field studies, and because we have that we may not be able to compete, but together, we can move. Still, we'll be rescuing Elise, but accomplishing the... And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference I think I speak for everyone in...
You bet! I agree completely.
We may all come from different...
Exactly. And what kind of class would we be if we didn't... As well as find our own answer.
As Rean said, how...
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though.
Look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this.
That's the Class 7 I'm...
And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thors has some... Remember the Academy's motto?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
The words of Dreichels the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course. They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
You should be... And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting...
I understand. Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would. From here on out, the courageous...
What? What?
Father.
It means exactly what it sounds. The operation... I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
Well, yes, but...
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous, but with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of eastern Erebonia in your hands.
I see.
Kinda. If we've got the courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight.
Oh, and...
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on. This ship is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial...
And henceforth, I, Princess Alphen... So do whatever you see fit.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow! We're truly honored.
No turning back now.
Yeah, seriously.
We hereby humbly accept custody of the courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
I'm leaving you in charge of the Courageous's day-to-day operations. I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
Master Reed, would you mind? It's a little something I've always kept with me.
Thank you, Shay. I almost wish you could stay with...
I wish you the very best in the... I'm sure that if you try...
Thank you.
I also hope that you'll continue to...
Sharon's...
Well then, chin up, Alphen. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the... I can only hope they...
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too.
Well, well, aren't we birds of a feather? Proud. I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't... Speaking of the old guard, Chancellor Osborne...
Yes, he was...
Sorry to...
Was he now?
He and I may have had our differences. I'd like to express my...
I'm afraid I never had the choice, but there's no doubt...
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance. Were you able to find out where his funeral...
Actually...
Captain?
Is something...
It's just that I received a strange report on... I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guard, but then after that... It simply...
Disappeared, you...
Is it possible the Reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the intelligence division...
It's difficult not to draw parallels with the lance made...
I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up, even from beyond... He had so many plots in motion, I doubt even his death...
No change in weather or wind direction since entering Kreutzen provincial airspace.
We are currently cruising at a speed of 3,000 SPA. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar thus...
Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds. take extra care that we aren't noticed by the Noble Alliance's surveillance.
Yes, ma'am. Wow, she's a real natural at this.
Yeah, it's hard to believe she's only been in the position for a day.
Indeed. She has proved a worthy captain in Father's place.
As if anyone could fit the role better.
She still looks like a mascot character.
That's just one of her...
Yeah, and besides, so today's the day we start our journey anew, right?
Right. We settled what we'll be doing last night. Now all that remains is to do it. Well, Toa and George should be able to handle the day-to-day running of the ship, so that's out of the way. And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
In theory, the Courageous gives us the... But, in reality, the...
Yeah, we don't want to risk... We'd run the risk of being capped.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land.
Care to share your thoughts on this, instructor?
Oh, you kids can... I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got off.
You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father.
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the...
I was kidding. In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting in whatever you end up doing, I'll be... Just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids, not to me. If you want my advice, then you got it. But you need to be able...
Getting back to the matter, we don't need to decide everything right at this moment.
I assume what would be our overall goal. And the how...
It's a little tricky.
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the weeks before the Academy Festival, remember? The concert was what?
I see.
We did spend a lot of time...
Not to mention,
We were coordinating...
When you break it down step by step, we did so much without even reading. And we may have our own personal...
How about making it something related to the Academy itself, then?
Now, I was thinking the exact same...
I wonder what's happening.
Toa, George, the Academy is currently under the...
That's right.
As you know, during the... most of the upper...
Alright then, I think our what should be taking back the Academy.
That sounds good to me. The Courageous will serve as a good means of transport.
But with it, we can get a better look at the...
And whatever information we learn along...
Can't see taking it back going... No doubt. It's near the capital, so it's defense...
Still.
Indeed.
And if we actually manage to achieve it,
I'm genuinely... Well, they're optimistic. We were thinking of something along the same line. And hey, if we all thought about it, but so if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the academy, I'm not saying it has to be...
That's a...
Yeah, we'll be sure to keep...
we have about the bare minimum crew we need to fly at the moment, but it's not like... I'm sure our current staff won't be here. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we can get... And I don't know about you, but
Everything works. I'd say that's our how decided.
Agreed. We'll use the Courageous as our base, and as a way to get a good idea of the... Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many... All for the sake of our primary...